For ACUSports.com, I'm Chris Macaluso, and with me this afternoon is head women's soccer coach Casey Wilson. And Coach, this past weekend, your team didn't get the desired results it wanted to in terms of wins and losses, but again, you saw some improvements from your team, and that equaled some 2 goals early on against a very good side from North Texas on Sunday.
Yeah, we really after we kind of got the cobwebs out the first minute or so of the game on yesterday, we definitely put some things together and we looked really good. We combined up through the middle and through the forwards, and Danielle got off a nice shot. The keeper didn't even move, and then on a corner kick from Nat, Shea, volleyed one in with her foot. It was great, another great shot. Team like North Texas, they're physical and they're direct and they go right after the goal. And if you leave anything out there like bouncing ball in front of the goal on a corner kick, or you allow them to have too many set piece foul calls on their side of the field, they're gonna put it in the box, and that's how they score.
We were talking earlier today about the goals they scored against you, and you said that when your team has to score a goal, it's all often a little bit more difficult than the other team. You explained to me North Texas got their first goal on a ball that was tough for the goalkeeper to see from about 30 yards out. A set piece was involved in there too. How do you go about this week in your preparations for your upcoming matches to kind of trim the number of set pieces for the opposition?
Well, first off, we want some of those goals that have been scored against us. I mean, we've had balls bouncing in other teams' 18s and balls right around there, and we just need to be able to finish those. When it comes down to eliminating set pieces, mainly yesterday would have been, just being able to not foul them at inopportune times, and that's when that seemed to happen. Sometimes they're fouls, sometimes they're not, but we're at the discretion of what the referee calls. But we just can't afford to give a team like UNT the ability to launch balls on frame, and that's what we did too many times yesterday.
Let's take a minute to talk about the contributions from Shea Johnson. She's a freshman defender leading the team right now in goals with 2. Kind of tell us a little bit about her high school background, what you saw from her in the recruiting process, and how she's delivered for your team early on both offense and defense.
Well, Shea's from Coppell High School, and she also played ECNL for the Texans, and so she's, especially with the Texans, I mean, she's used to playing at a pretty high level, and so coming here, she hit the ground running with what to expect, and also too, she's not afraid to get in on set pieces and put her head in there, and not just her head, but he's good at getting volleys and just being a part of the mix on all the set pieces, and she's also shown the ability to come up the field and be a dangerous from the back. So I mean, there's a lot of things that she can do, and she can play multiple positions. But yes, she's been quite a force for us this year so far.
Excellent. Now, this Friday, you have coming up your final non-conference home game. It's against Prairie View. We're going to play this one a little bit earlier in the afternoon at 4 o'clock. Now, most of our fans are going to look at the schedule and probably chalk us up a win against the Panthers. But you've seen a different side of Prairie View A&M, and they're going to present your team some challenges.
Now, Prairie View's always been a good team. They've been one of the top teams in the SWAC the last number of years. They've had a couple NCAA tournament bids over the last couple of years, but I expect them to be a good athletic team. It'll be a battle when they come in here and play on Friday.
All right, and we'll need a good crowd out there on Friday to cheer on Casey Wilson's Wildcats. Again, ACU Soccer at home this Friday against Prairie View A&M. Kickoff is at 4 p.m. From there, the Wildcats embark on a big-time road trip, taking on Texas Tech, Oklahoma State, and SMU in the upcoming weeks. For ACUSports.com, I'm Chris Macaluso. Go Wildcats!